Right, so, hello, my name is Akira, and I make videos on YouTube. But I don't usually make these types of videos. Today, I will be teaching you how to play the pragmatic pugilist from Street Fighter's very own Third Strike. Sadly, because this is a beginner's guide, I will have to cover notation. Notation is the language that you speak in when you elaborate on things in fighting games. This covers things like QCF, 236, 623, light punch, medium punch, etc. To put it simply, notation is where your joystick is. 5 represents neutral, 1 represents down back, 2 represents down, 3 represents down forward, etc, etc. This tells you the motion you need to input along with the attack to perform a special move or action. The motion must be inputted quickly, with the attack following afterwards as such to do the special move optimally. And with that, to the rest of the video. I will stress, however, this is a very beginner's guide to said character, so I apologize to you Dudley mains with years of practice in this character, as this guide will be very clearly not aimed at you. Right. Let's keep it classy and jump right in, first off with his main normals. Dudley has a very good selection of easy to understand normals that you will see across any skill level of play regarding this character. His main spacing bully tool comes in the form of stand hard punch, which can be substituted for towards hard punch at further ranges, and is mostly safe when properly spaced. This is his equalizer, for lack of a better word, and you make good work of cornered opponents just by standing your ground and throwing it out. However, there are better options found for that scenario in other areas of his kit, which we'll be getting to. Next up is his towards medium punch. It's just a decent poke and one of many of his command normals. It's decently safe and can be used to bully if you feel your towards heavy punch is too risky while moving you towards the opponent. Next up is crouch heavy kick. Along with heavy punch, Dudley comes equipped with a decent low poke that converts on reaction found in his crouch heavy kick. While riskier than his heavy punch, it is more rewarding for damage and getting in. This is performed via medium ducking into ducking upper or straight, which if you have super, can be converted very easily into damage, giving you Oki to set up your rows, which then lets you carry up your high-low mix-up exceedingly well. Next up is crouch medium punch, and to a lesser extent, stand medium punch. This is a low poke that allows him to go into light ducking, which if you have super bar, allows you to raw confirm into super for good damage and Oki. Standing medium punch, again, works here, but the crouching medium punch is better versus different characters and different pokes. I wish I could tell you which one is objectively better for each character, but you'll just have to experiment. And now, the infamous towards medium kick. This is Dudley's ultimate pressure tool. It's plus on block and can raw confirm to super. The trick to confirming it to super is to roll QCF every time and only press punch if you see it connect. A good use is to bully the opponent into blocking this when you get close, and use it to push a mix-up afterwards, either with your overhead, your towards heavy kick into super, or your crouch light kick into super. Alternatively, you can just grab to set up for Oki, which is less risky but also less rewarding because the opponent can outright tech it. It can also be used in punishes with heavy punch jet upper, which can then be super cancelled for even more damage in Oki. Heavy kick. This is one of your main special converting normals for use in neutral with counter poking, and in max damage punch scenarios. You can liberally throw this out in neutral and OS it with an EX machine gun below to get a juggle going, which can lead to super if you have meter to waste, along with very nice corner carry. Towards heavy kick. This is Dudley's overhead and the crux of his dangerous mix-up game. It clocks in at 12 frames, making it very difficult to react to, and a proper mix-up with his crouching light kick, which can also lead to super. Speaking of crouching light kick, this is your standard low confirm to super, and if blocked, sets up the perfect distance for a universal overhead, which is the only circumstance you'd probably ever be using it. It works as a salvage tech that will catch some people off guard. For the sake of brevity, I will be skipping over some of his normals. Not that they're particularly bad, but because you'll mainly be using the ones I've listed a lot of the time. Now on to target combos. Dudley has an insane amount of target combos, but there's only 3 main ones you need to know and use. Crouch light kick, crouch medium punch, into crouch heavy punch is a simple low confirm into damage. You only use this if you have no meter for a super conversion. It won't keep your pressure looping, but it's very okay damage for what it's worth. Next up is towards heavy kick, medium kick. Again, you only use this if you can't go into super, it doesn't keep pressure looping, and it is still good damage for what it's worth. His next target combo, in beginning his anti-airs, is medium kick, heavy punch, and this is Dudley's main anti-air go-to. It's 4 full hits and 4 full parries the opponent jumps in on you, and can be done in reaction to a jump in. You can use your super afterwards to keep adding hits for them to parry, but it's costly and very risky to commit to. Next up is Heavy Kick Ducking Super, inputted via Heavy Kick, half circle forward kick, then quarter circle back punch. It hits from the back of the opponent, so the jumper can't buffer a parry due to how the Super Freeze functions in this game. A Super Freeze will eat your inputs until it's over, so buffering it will immediately get them hit. Combine that with how fast SA3 comes out on Dudley, which is 1 frame, the opponent only has 1 frame to parry this, making it very, very difficult. Dudley's anti-airs are extremely good when learned and used properly. Next up are his specials. Jet Upper is inputted via 623 punch, and his EX, which you input with multiple punches, is a decent reversal and highly punishable. It's mainly used after standing hard kick into heavy punch Jet Upper for good damage and good dizzy, which can be super cancelled for even more damage. This also applies into his 6 medium kick or forward medium kick HP Jet Upper, which I prefer personally. Next up is Machine Gun Blow, inputted via 4-1-2-3-6 punch or half circle forward punch. It's your standard combo tool. You can light Machine Gun Blow after crouch medium punch, stand medium punch, or towards medium kick, all of which aren't particularly that good. And you can land heavy Machine Gun Blow after stand hard kick. You can also EX this move after stand hard kick for juggles, which I covered previously. Now on to ducking, inputted via half circle forward kick or 4-1-2-3-6 kick. It has a punch follow-up or a kick follow-up, both of which combo to super. You'll mainly be seeing this in his pressure as stated before, or after an EX Machine Gun Blow, which, if you have the meter to spend, sets up for very beefy damage in Oki. It also lets you duck through fireballs. Next up is Cross Counter, inputted via 6-3-2-1-4-P or half circle back punch. This is obviously a counter, and the damage is based off which version you use, along with the strength of the move that hit you in the first place. All lows will beat this, and it only works against mids and highs. It doesn't work against grabs either. EX will increase its damage even further, but the bar is better spent elsewhere in almost every single case. There's a funny quirk with this move that allows you to hit someone with any punch, then pull off the counter, which I won't be touching on, but a link in the description will be available for the punch and cross tech. Short Swing Blow, inputted via 6-3-2-1-4 kick or half circle back kick. This move will super cancel for beefy damage and outright beats grabs. It has a use in juggle combos occasionally as finishers, however those are particularly advanced, and I won't be touching on them in this guide. It has the same issue as Cross Counter, where it can be EX'd, but for the most part, the meter is better spent elsewhere. Now onto Super Arts. You will pretty much always use SA3. It's not that SA1 isn't bad or anything, but SA3 is more consistent, you have more stocks for your high-low mix-up, along with conversions elsewhere, and SA2 is pretty bad. It does go through fireballs as a true fireball punish, but for the most part, you don't really need that as you can just duck through fireballs anyway. And now for the best part debatably in Dudley's kit, his Taunt, also known as Rose. Dudley is special in that his Taunt has a hitbox, and increases the damage of his next hit or combo. It's used mainly as an Oki option to stuff reversals and set up damage. This is a great, if not the best taunt in the game. The damage buff goes away the moment your combo ends on block or on hit. Whiffing normals doesn't remove the damage buff. It's guaranteed after any super connect or a grab close to the corner. Now onto your standard combos. These are your most used conversions and combos in a lot of circumstances, and are imperative to learn. Since this is the final section of the video, I want to use this time to thank the Third Strike community, along with Befale, who helped me iron out parts of this video. Thank you so much, and thank you, the viewer, for watching.